It's the Date Master, and yes, we're back again. We're going to chop up this Kanye situation, and we're going to dive into what he's doing, how he's doing it, and the response and what that shows. Here you have a genius billionaire, fashion icon, musical genius, and you have people who are still being told what to do on the job, critiquing him. Make that make sense. You have people who can't even fathom being self-sufficient, let alone thinking for themselves, calling Kanye West crazy. And this is people in the black community. So what does this expose? Well, this exposes the inability to understand and know history and to know how things work. People think they just wake up and this economy just works the way it works. The issues in each demographic, and I wouldn't say issues, but the dynamics, what you see when you go into a affluent white neighborhood, when you go into most or a lot of black neighborhoods, the school systems, the resources. You could just look at the food options around a certain environment. It will speak to the type of people that is in that environment. You go to your affluent neighborhoods, you're going to see the Tzatziki's, you're going to see the Flemings, the nukes, the fresh food, the organic, the more healthy choices. You go to a dilapidated black community or the disenfranchised black communities, you're going to see nothing but fast food chains. McDonald's. You're going to see a McDonald's. You're going to see, you know, nothing with great nutritional value. So what Kanye exposes here is who really runs the corporation, who controls the images. You see Nori apologizing, smoking a cigarette on the beach at 5 in the morning because he got a call. Hey, you're going to have to take that down. You're going to make a call or you're done. You're done. So he's a sellout. Talking about Ye's brother, but yet you take a interview down that basically just exposes the truth that black people have no clue about, yet they're trying to critique, yet they're giving opinion. Kanye West is a billionaire who's speaking for the liberation of not just black people, but people who are under the dominance of white supremacy, which are controlled by the quote-unquote Jews. This is what he said in his video, in his comments. What is a lie? But yet I can say I can kill my brother. I can go and hit my homeboy's wife. I can hit his girl. I can hit your sister. I can shoot your baby in the face. I can do that, but you're going to pay me $5 million and have me on every platform in the land, in the world, Apple Music, Spotify. You're going to have me everywhere if I tell you that I'm going to shoot my brother in the face 22 times with a Draco. But I can't say that Jews secretly control images, propaganda, certain movements, political, domestic, and international. We're not going to say this, even though it's fact. And you'll have black people calling this man crazy when they don't have a clue what he's discussing. He's wearing marketing material called White Lives Matter, being sarcastic, and all it takes is the insecure, triggered black male and female who has no clue or identity of self to be triggered. The same way you have T.I. trying to fight Charleston White over comments made via social media. What kind of fool do I look like getting to it with someone that I've never met in person, but because they're saying something about me on social media? What kind of fool do I look like? A very special type of fool. If you notice, the people that are speaking the right message, do you know that they're public enemy number one? A visionary and a prophet is not welcome in his own land. Charleston White, Kanye West are prophets, and they're speaking nothing but pure truth, no matter how you do not like how in the manner that they say it. Yet these are public enemy number one. Not George Zimmerman, not Biden, who was signing on the three strikes rule, who stole men from families maybe 100 times over. The public enemy number one is two men speaking for the correction of what has been done to our communities and to our people. Yet they're public enemy number one. This exposes black ignorance and how far gone we are in understanding and knowing what is really going on and what has happened to us. You have babies on Instagram talking crazy to grown men, and the fathers of those babies are going at the grown men on the receiving end. When your son is on the internet being disrespectful, smoking weed, pulling out pistols when you know they don't come from that lifestyle. Because they're trying to be dad all over again. Trying to walk in dad's footsteps, but they cannot do that. So Kanye West, again, is the easy target. The black male, again, I've told you, this is the favorite villain. It is the go-to. Anything you need to blame on if you need someone to blame a certain issue on, whether it's with the women from a dating perspective, whether it's in the community, whether it's with violence, whether it's with finance, the black man is the quintessential fall guy. We just find somebody who has some steam, who's making waves. Yep, he's the problem. He's the issue. We hate him, not the people or the message that he's giving. We hate him because he's telling us the truth about ourselves. He wants control over his kids' education and programming. But they're not demonizing Kim Kardashian for running off with his children, now are they? Having a weirdo, ambiguous, man around their children, her children, she's not demonized for that, though, is she? She's not demonized for being exposed, telling Ray J and the late Whitney Houston that pretty much they're crackheads. They're familiar with crack, or should be familiar with crack. We're going to go after Ye and Charleston White. There's always a black man at the head of the target. Yeah, we got another one. He's the fall guy. Make all the attention go on him, not the Jews that control you and poison you mentally, spiritually, and physically, not the systems of white supremacy that disenfranchise your people. No, go at Kanye. Go at the billionaire genius who can just easily ride off into the sunset with his billions, yet lays his life on the line via a message and making himself that message. Name a person who's done this that has pretty much the richest black male in America. I think he's the richest black male in the world, if I'm not mistaken. Laying his life on the line for his own people, and yet his own people call him crazy, ignorant, narcissist, etc., etc. Charleston White talking against gang violence and the gang culture and the hip-hop culture that has your 13-year-old boy riding around with a Draco or the Glock with the switch, going to jail, crashing out every day. Yet he's considered a villain and he needs to be done away with. This speaks to the sickness and the mental illness when you have rappers like Glorilla being glorified, talking about she's FN free. Drinking Hennessy, smoking blunts with other girls, dancing on top of cars. She's going to get an award. We're done. We're too far gone at this point. We have to rebuild from zero, because this current generation, the following it is a wrap. Our reality has left the building. Instagram has raised your children because it was a digital pacifier. You can go and take your thought pictures in the bathroom and go lay up with Tyrone. Give your baby the iPad. Yeah. Haley got to get the, Jalen, Mariah got to get the iPad and the iPhone 16 while she's 12 years old, not knowing there's predators on the internet. and your daughter is posting provocative pictures at 13, 14, not knowing that there are predators on the internet. It's foolish. But when you call these type of things out, you're going to be considered crazy and the problem, because you're holding us accountable, or holding people accountable to make the adjustment, because this direction is causing us to crash out at alarming rates. No more families. Everybody's independent. Nobody wants to get played. The women have been poisoned with too much doctrine. They want to be men. The men don't want to be men. They want to be women. They want to wear the purse. They want to, wear dresses, and we have been poisoned. And you have two gentlemen speaking about and speaking against it, and they're deemed target and public enemy number one. Public enemy number 1 and 2. We sick, boss. We're sick. But you guys let me know what you think about this video. Is Jay crazy? Is he on point? What are your thoughts? Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.